The history of the Arulmigu Subramania Swami temple at Tiruchendur is a fascinating blend of ancient mythology, architectural development. It is one of the 6 sacred abodes, Arupdai Vidu, of Lord Murugan, also known as Skand or Kartikeya, and is unique as the only one situated on the seashore. Unlike other Arupdai Vidu temples, Tiruchendur is right on the shore of the Bay of Bengal. The constant sound of the waves is believed to be a perpetual chant, enhancing the spiritual vibrations of the temple. Mythological significance. The temple's origin is rooted in the Hindu scripture, the Skand Purana, and the legend of Lord Murugan's victory over the demon Surap Daman. The birth of Murugan. The demon Surap Daman, after performing intense penance, received a powerful boon from Lord Shiva, that he could only be killed by a son born of Shiva without the union with a woman. Surap Daman then became a tyrannical ruler, conquering the 3 worlds and imprisoning the celestial beings, Devas. The tormented Devas appealed to Lord Shiva. The divine battle. Lord Shiva opened his third eye, and 6 sparks of fire emerged, which were eventually transformed into 6 babies on the Sarvana Pogai lake. When goddess Parvati embraced them, they merged into one divine form with 6 faces and 12 arms, Arumugan. Murugan was appointed the general of the Devas army. The conquest at Tiruchendur. Lord Murugan marched with his army and set up camp at the seashore, the place now known as Tiruchendur. He first sent his messenger, Virbahu, to Surapdaman's fortress of Veera Mahendrapuri to seek his surrender, but the demon refused. Sura Samharam. A fierce battle ensued for 6 days. On the final day, when Surapdaman took the form of a huge mango tree in the ocean, Murugan split it into 2 with his divine spear, the whale. The 2 halves transformed into a peacock, which became his Vahanam, and a rooster, which became his banner. This final act of vanquishing the demon is celebrated annually as the Skand Shasti festival. Temple construction. After the victory, Lord Murugan desired to worship his father, Lord Shiva, and offer his gratitude. The celestial architect Mayan constructed the temple at this sacred spot on the seashore. Architectural and early historical period. The temple is considered to be more than 2000 years old. References to a seashore shrine of Murugan at Tiruchiralaivai, an old name for the area, are found in early Sangam literature and the Tirumurug Trupadai. The original structure is believed to have been a simple shrine, cut out of a sandstone hillock near the sea. The temple was gradually expanded and renovated over centuries, with significant contributions from the Pandya, Chera, and later the Nayak dynasties, who helped build its massive complex and ornate halls. The architecture of temple complex is a striking example of Dravidian architecture. It is built with red sandstone and limestone. The majestic Raja Gopuram is unusually located on the western side, instead of the customary eastern side, because the Bay of Bengal is very close to the eastern entrance. The Gopuram is a 9-story structure, approximately 137 feet high. The main entrance is the Shanmukha Vilasam on the south side. The Mulavar of Murugan is located in a cave-like inner sanctum. The temple reportedly stood tall and survived the devastating 2004 tsunami that impacted the region, reinforcing its spiritual significance and resilience. The Dutch occupation. The temple was occupied by the Dutch East India Company between 1646 and 1648 CE, during their war with the Portuguese. When the Dutch finally vacated the temple on orders from the local Nayak ruler, they stole the main festival idol, Utsava Murti, of Lord Murugan and a separate idol of Shiva Nataraj, taking them by ship towards their base in Sri Lanka. A fierce storm struck the ship, terrifying the crew who believed it was the wrath of the Hindu god. They decided to dump the idols into the sea. Years later, Lord Murugan is said to have appeared in a dream to an ardent devotee and local administrator named Vadmalayappa Pillai. The Lord revealed the exact spot in the sea where the idol could be found, marked by a floating lemon and an eagle circling overhead. Pillai and his men successfully recovered the original idol and reinstalled it in the temple. The Tiruchendur Murugan temple today remains a major center of pilgrimage, drawing millions of devotees for its spiritual power, historical depth, and architectural grandeur. The legend reinforces Murugan's role as a protector of Dharma. Pilgrims seek his blessings here for justice, protection from enemies, and relief from oppression. Murugan's divine form and darshan. The presiding deity is known as Subramania Swami. Devotees experience a profound sense of peace and connection when witnessing the idol, particularly during special darshan and abhishekams. The veil, Murugan's divine spear, is a powerful symbol of knowledge, wisdom, and destruction of ignorance. At Tiruchendur, its significance is amplified as it was the weapon used to defeat Surap Daman. Devotees often offer veils or worship the veil, seeking clarity, guidance, and the power to overcome obstacles. Skand Shasti Festival. The annual Skand Shasti Festival, commemorating Murugan's victory, is the most important event at the temple. During these 6 days, the spiritual energy is said to be at its peak. Participating in the rituals, especially the Sura Samharam reenactment, is believed to confer immense blessings and purify one's karma. Many devotees observe a strict fast during this period. Power of Tiruchendur Murugan Temple. Sacred water. Naji Kinaru. Within the temple complex, very close to the sea, there is a freshwater well called Naji Kinaru. Despite its proximity to salt water, it yields fresh, sweet water. Devotees believe this water has medicinal and purifying properties, having been created by Murugan himself. Taking a dip here after bathing in the sea is considered highly sacred and purifying, physically and spiritually. The water is thought to have unique mineral compositions and divine energy that grant it medicinal and curative powers. Healing energies. The combination of the ocean's energy, the freshwater well, and the divine presence is believed to imbue the place with healing energies. Many devotees report experiencing relief from ailments after visiting and participating in rituals. Removal of negative karma. Some devotees believe that illnesses are a result of past karma. Performing rituals and offering prayers at Tiruchendur is thought to alleviate negative karmic influences, thereby promoting healing. Fulfillment of vows and miracles. Thousands of devotees visit Tiruchendur to offer prayers, make vows, such as tonsuring their heads, piercing cheeks, tongues with veils, or carrying kavadi, and seek blessings for various purposes. Shaving one's head, tonsuring, is a common offering, symbolizing humility and the shading of ego, which can be seen as a cleansing act beneficial for overall well-being. Carrying kavadi, a ceremonial burden, or performing algu kavadi, piercing the skin with small veils or hooks, as a vow is a powerful act of penance and devotion. Many undertake these acts specifically to pray for healing for themselves or loved ones, believing that such sincere devotion will appease Murugan and lead to recovery. Childbirth for childless couples. marriage for unmarried individuals, success in education and career, healing from illnesses, removal of obstacles and financial prosperity, spiritual growth and peace of mind. There are countless personal testimonies and stories among devotees of prayers being answered and miracles occurring after visiting the temple or praying to Lord Murugan of Tiruchendur. This is the history of the Tiruchendur Murugan temple. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. And share this video with your friends and family. Thank you for your continued support.